Devin Haney is getting sunned by dazn. Let's talk about it. Ego thought. Now, the reason I'm saying this is going to be explained throughout this video. Devin Haney being sunned absolutely by Turki Al-Sheikh, dazn, and the whole shebang. He's in a situation, to me, that doesn't look good. And I told you guys at the beginning of the year, it was going to get dark for a lot of content creators, especially the Haneyacks, because they don't want to keep it real, right? And at the end of the day, this is what I love about being an online content creator. All of my works of art are breadcrumbs to the future. So meaning what I've said in the past, in all my videos leading up, I'm going to be held to that standard. And I love that. There's a lot of people who are not keeping it real that they are not going to like it because they give you bad predictions, bad information, bad sourcing, and their opinions don't really hold weight or don't hold up. For example, notice a lot of the Devin Haney fanatics, the man fans, the Haneyacks, they seemingly don't like Gervonta Davis. A lot of what they've said about Gervonta Davis doesn't really hold up. Tank Davis fired his coaches. We have no indications of that. Tank has tax problems. We have no indications of that. Gervonta Davis's fight is canceled. PBC ran out of money. PBC doesn't have enough money to pay for Tank and his fight, and Tank is unhappy with Al Heyman and PBC because Canelo's getting priority, yada, yada, yada. No indications of any of these things. Yet a Devin Haney situation is right in front of everybody's faces, which I'll get into in the next 1 minute. And it's funny, the Haneyacks have zero to say about it. So what are the negatives? How is dazn sunning Devin Haney? In my opinion, it looks very bad. And it goes back to what I've always said since the Ryan Garcia fight. The Haneyacks tried to rebuke what I was saying, but the truth is always going to come out. The cream will rise to the top, right? I said that Devin was in between a rock and a hard place with limited options. I feel like the Haneys themselves, they tried to counter this and they ran over to Turki begging him for acceptance and to get out of having to go to BLK Prime. And it's very apparent that that's what happened. Moreover, than Turki just, I demand Devin Haney fights on one of my cards. That's why you hear Bill Haney in the videos when he was at the Ring Awards and he was kissing up to Turki like, "Ooh, Turki, Turki's the best. Turki, we love Turki. You know, you have to do those things when you're not in a position of leverage, versus you have never, and I repeat, never heard Canelo Alvarez make no videos talking about Turki. I met with Turki. Oh, Turki's great. Turki, right? He's not doing that because Canelo is a boss. Like him, hate him, don't matter. We know he's making money and we know he's making moves, which goes back to what Gervonta Davis said. Gervonta Davis said, you guys, these other contemporaries, they got to go over and kiss the ring. They got to go over and like beg for acceptance. I'm popping right here in America. Now, I put out a tweet that got a lot of traction. People agreed, disagreed. It don't matter because at the end of the day, nobody proved the tweet wrong. You could talk about me. You could talk bad about Tank and his hair and all this type of stuff. But guess what? Nobody proved the tweet wrong. And this shows me that what I said and what Tank said is 100% the truth. So why does it look bad for Devin Haney? Why do I still believe that the Haneys overall look desperate? I mean, look how they're being treated. So Ryan cheated you with Osterine in his system, yet you have to fight on his undercard. Now you got fans, critics, media, etc., and they're rubbing this in your face. In fact, Rolando Rolly Romero, who would be a main event with Ryan Garcia, did a video at the last fight, the David Benavidez Morel fight, and he said, one thing's for certain, I will never fight on Devin Haney's undercard. So a guy, the Haney said that he should be driving their cars and he should be parking their cars because he sucks, like Rolly, gets the last laugh because he gets to taunt you. No matter what you said about me and how garbage I am, I hold more weight in this sport, and that's evident because they're putting my fight with Ryan over your fight. So how bad does this look for the Haneys? So that's one thing that looks bad. You clown Rolly and he gets top billing over you alongside Ryan. Ryan cheated you with Osterine, he gets top billing with you. Not only that, to add insult to injury, Ryan Garcia also, not only did he test positive and he's coming off a suspension, I've already made the video, check out my past report. The Ryan Rolly fight will be for a secondary title through the WBA. So we already have Boots and Stanionis fighting for the real WBA title amongst others, the IBF and the Ring Magazine title. But they decided, let's spruce up Ryan and Rolly and try to incentivize it and make it look more attractive by putting a title on the line, right? Devin Haney made weight, didn't fail a test, complained about, cheating in the sport, signed up for 365, something that Ryan Garcia has not done. And guess what? How is he rewarded? By having a fight with the guy coming off of a loss, and I'm not going to say that's turkey because maybe the Haneys behind the closed doors, maybe they wanted that type of fight and, more of a give me fight because their last fight with Ryan was rough. But you're fighting a guy coming off a loss and they didn't make that for a title at welterweight, but they're making Ryan and Rolly, which is a novelty fight that already sells itself. Good backstory, two talkers, two guys with power. You don't really need to add anything, but yet they're still trying to bolster it up. Meanwhile, Devin's fight just is what it is and is on the undercard. So the Haniacs look really stupid. They want to focus on everything but what's in front of you. And that's what goes to show you who's the realest in boxing, me, best in the business, and it's not even close. There's no subject or topic in boxing that I avoid. However, the Haniacs avoid talking about anything that makes Devin Haney look, quote, unfavorable, like the plague. They will not touch certain topics. Like when Oscar De La Hoya did a clapback Thursday and eviscerated the Haneys with factual information, they just skip over it. With this situation, how Turkey and Riyadh season are letting this play out is a disrespect, if you will, to Devin Haney, the guy who did it right, didn't fail a drug test, and made weight, but you're not being rewarded as this hero. So to me, that shows that Turkey is not valuing the Haneys like the Haniacs would lead you to believe. Because if you did, why would you not incentivize Devin's fight? And why would you put him on the undercard instead of making him the main event? Finally, what I want to say is Ryan said a lot of disrespectful and distasteful things in the past, namely talking about black people and talking about Muslim, right? I don't know why he said this. I'm not Ryan. I didn't vouch for it. We condemn all disrespectful talk like that. But make no mistake about it, he said some ill-willed things towards blacks and Muslims. The Haniacs, they want to spread like fake narratives that if you are black and then you have a criticism for the Haneys, then you're not really black, or you're a coon, or you don't have a father, right? Meanwhile, they don't say anything to Turkey, who is a Muslim man and is in charge of Ring and Riyadh season boxing programming. And Ryan said disrespectful things to the Muslim community as well. So you see how this works? If you say something that criticizes Devin, they try to, quote, take away your black card and say, oh, you're you're not in support of blacks, you're a coon, Uncle Tom, but they not saying nothing to Turkey, a Muslim man, and Ryan is the one that said stuff about blacks and Muslims that was derogatory. So how does that work? Ryan, again, I don't know why he said that. You got to ask him. But the stuff he said was disrespectful to Muslims and black. And Turkey is rewarding Ryan with access to a main event coming off of being suspended and cheating with Osterine and a WBA belt on the line. Now, mind you, Riyadh Season or Turkey, they have a partnership with the WBA. So that makes it look even worse because we know that there's politics behind that because there's a partnership to the point where BoxRec doesn't even like acknowledge the WBA anymore because of this, you know, Riyadh Season Turkey partnership and conflict of interest. So I'm asking you, my final question in this video is how come the Haneyacks attack, they're supposed to be so pro-black, right? And they attack black people and say, oh, you're cooning and you're tap dancing and blah, blah, blah for Ryan, but they're not directing anything to Turkey, who's actually paying Ryan, and Muslims were affected by Ryan's distasteful comments as well. So it's funny how these narratives and spin doctors really work. These Haneyacks seem to love Turkey, like, oh, he's giving Devin. They dare not say anything bad about Turkey, but let it be a content creator who poses a question or a fan. Then they'll try to act like, oh man, you're not keeping it real. You're not for the culture. Checkmate.